So finally, let me just talk about one final little study here. For those of you who may think that, well, all this behavior and cognition stuff is kind of hard to get your hands on. What's a concrete adaptation that we might see? And this is a concrete morphological adaptation of the body. It turns out that there are about 200 or more species of non-human primates, depending on how you count. All of them, as well as almost all mammals, have pretty much total dark eyes. Okay? There's white sclera back behind, so if they look to the side, you can see a little bit. But humans have more than 3 times as much white that you can see. And it contrasts with both the skin and the iris, the colored part of the eye. There are almost no humans, almost none, who don't have this. Whenever you have a biological trait like that, it means it's been under strong selection. There's almost no variability. Right? So it's been under strong selection, and that selection, whatever it was, didn't happen with chimpanzees, with any other non-human primates. So what might its function be? We had hypothesized that gaze following is something that primates do. All non-human primates follow the gaze direction of others. But if I have very large whites of the eyes, I'm in essence advertising my gaze direction. So it's not just that it's good for you to be able to follow my gaze because you can find this and that. In evolution, the color of my eye can't be selected based on an advantage to you. It has to be of an advantage to me. Right? So the advantage to me our logic is that I can't be doing this in a situation where people are going to exploit my gaze direction and get to the food first and get the mate first and all of that. So advertising my eye direction is going to happen in a cooperative context where I need to cooperate with others. Maybe I'm carrying something with them, or I'm hunting with them, or I'm gathering with them, and they can see my eye direction and we can coordinate better. And we provided just a little sliver of evidence for this interpretation by giving, it's a basic sort of 2x2 design. It's gaze following. And what we did was we looked up with our head or with our eyes. So the condition where we look up with both, we look up with our head like this and look up. And the question is, do they look up then? But we also look with our head but not our eyes. So we close the eyes and then we go up. Okay? Or we keep the head the same and just do with the eyes. And guess what? And then we have a condition where we don't do either, where we close our eyes and look straight ahead. The chimps, when you do your head, you close your eyes and do your head, they look up. Okay? You do your eyes only, they don't look up. Children, exactly the opposite. You do your head up with your eyes closed, they don't look. You do your eyes up only, they look. So children follow the eyes, chimps follow the head. So, okay, you can't really infer an ancient adaptive function on a current function. So we don't know for sure this is it. But this is a plausibility hypothesis that if it's serving this function today, perhaps it had something to do with its evolution in the past, perhaps. And so we call this the cooperative eye hypothesis. And this would give us a potential morphological marker for when humans started becoming especially collaborative. Unfortunately, our geneticists tell me that it's not so easy to do, mainly because there's no variation in humans, and you need some kind of a syndrome or something where people don't have whites of the eyes, and that almost doesn't exist at all. Okay, so to conclude, I've argued to you that humans are uniquely adapted for cooperation. On the motivational side, they share the spoils, they help one another, they're committed to their collaborative activities, they enforce social norms on one another, etc. Cognitively, they are able to create joint intentions and joint attention, and these agent-neutral roles, meaning role reversal, where they know that anybody can slip into any role. And then this cooperation transforms cultural transmission itself with teaching and norms of conformity that lead us to cumulative cultural evolution, which in the past I thought happened more by this powerful imitation, but now I think it's the cooperative dimension of it as well. So humans, as Angel very nicely said, we've been looking at the things that the child brings to the table. The child brings to culture these biological adaptations, but then has to actually practice them in becoming a member of a culture, and that's at least part of the picture, we think, of how it is that humans created all these unique cognitive and social skills. Thank you.